Cheers, everyone.
Yeah,
good
cheers.
evening.
Hello,
Good
hello.
evening, everybody. Welcome to episode 93 of Cool Hang Luke. And what an episode we've got in store for you tonight, guys. Wow. And also, it's day 125 of us streaming every single day until we get 1,000 subscribers. If you're new here, please do subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the stream. Both those things are absolutely free. But if you have got some spare pocket change, you can also become a member of the channel. Go and check out our perks now. So, we've let you guys hang on long enough, so we do apologize for being slightly late, but we have got a very, very special guest in the house tonight. And for those of you who don't know what's going on, hopefully the hats that we've decided to all wear, except for Slurpy, let the side down, might be some sort of clue. But yeah, I'd like to think some of you guys will know. We have got a very special guest on tonight. Now, we've gone from having people in the Lego community, sort of, you know, just everyday people just like ourselves, and then we've just skyrocketed somehow into kind of Hollywood elite. So without further ado, I just want to welcome on our guests, and just a big round of applause and a thank you and W's in the chat for actor, Hollywood elite, and the Mandalorian and Grogu star, Jonny Coyne. How are we doing, Johnny?
Oh, yeah.
You.
Well, yeah, I'm just, that's a heck of a sort of an introduction to live up to. Okay.
But look, Johnny, I really, I know we said this before the show started, but I'm pretty sure everybody out in the chat will say the same as me, which is really appreciate you coming on to the show. I know obviously your time.
My pleasure.
I've been following your recent Instagram posts, so I'm guessing you're like a resident now in Hollywood.
I've been a resident in Hollywood for the last 15 years.
Wow.
I come back and forth. You know, I live in Europe as well sometimes, and I just flit around and go where I feel like most comfortable, really. And right now, LA's nice and sunny. It's all good here, so you know.
And I guess
Not
that's
like the UK then.
Not like in the UK. No.
Well, we haven't had a too bad here recently, to be fair. But no, I was just checking out some of your videos of just kind of doing those walks, those hikes, sort of up the hills and stuff like that. So fair play to you.
It's every morning I go up to a place called Runyon Canyon and I walk there. It's just to keep healthy, and it's a great view. It takes about an hour and a half to get there and back. And it's my morning ritual. Listen to some nice podcasts. And I did last year, I did the Camino de Santiago, which was it's an 800-kilometer walk across Spain.
Wow.
But I did the last 300 kilometers because, you know, it's time sort of urgent. You know what I mean? You got to fit in when you can.
Yeah.
So I've got into it in a big way.
Excellent. So look, obviously, I assume you're out there because that's where the work is. So is family there with you, or you? No,
my family's in London. My family,
Right.
My son and my grandchildren are in London, and my son and daughter-in-law, they're all in London.
Right. Okay. So talk to us a little bit, because obviously, being British, we like around the table. I know myself recognize you from some kind of British institution type TV shows from the past, but I know obviously you have popped up in quite a few big budget movies. There's a few that I recognize you from specifically, but other people out there watching, apart from obviously the obvious, might not know sort of who you are, where you're from. So do you want to just tell us a little bit about yourself and everything? Not a potted version from when you started, because I know you're a classically trained actor. Is that correct?
Yeah, it is going to have to be potted, because it's a 40-odd year career, so it's going to have to be very potted. Trained at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, came out, left in 83, January 83, and basically worked in the theatre for the first 20-odd years, doing an average of about 3 shows a year. That's all I was interested in, really. I was just concentrating on that, did very little TV and screen work. And then I think at some point, before I came out here 15 years ago, 16 years ago, I was doing a little bit of TV and a little bit of some films and things in England. I thought, I quite like this. And just decided I wanted to sort of concentrate on that. And I heard about pilot season, and I just got onto a plane and got over here, rented out my house. And it was only supposed to be for a year, just to see what it was like and just hopefully, say that I've done it. But then I booked work really quite quickly, and kind of been here for 16 years now.
Wow. So I have been checking out a couple of, because you did quite a lot of sort of self-promotion around the movie. So would you say that you were a Star Wars fan? I mean, I know you said it was like a dream of yours come true to be in Star Wars, but would you say?
I mean, we're all Star Wars fans. I'm from a generation when we saw the very first one, so it was an amazing thing to see it. Really, you never really. I mean, you say it's a dream to be in it, but at the time I wasn't even an actor. So I think it's later when you sort of actually start working as an actor, and there are more Star Wars movies coming out. You think, I'd like a piece of that, and then that's when it came true. It was at that point. But that's the story of it. And I am a fan, because that's what. I mean, we just all were when we were that age.
But I know that like a lot of people I'm not sure whether it was it a credited role when you were in Mandalorian, the TV series? It was a credited role, right? It was
a credited role. It was due to be sort of an extended role over season 4, and then of course season 4 went away, and then they made it to the movie, and then I found out I was in the movie instead. And so, it was a credited role. They were planning to sort of develop it. So, although it didn't have a name at the time, and I don't even know if they were actually going to use. Actually, they were going to use my name. They were going to use the Jonny Coyne name. So they kind of had named him, but it wasn't on the credits and things. Yeah.
So. Because I remember sort of seeing that. Was it I keep forgetting what it's called, the Shadow
Council.
And I remember seeing, because there was quite a few familiar faces in that, and I thought, okay, I recognize that guy, and great. And then I remember I saw an interview with you, I think, before knowing you were coming on the show or whatever, where you were sort of saying that I think it was to do like the writers' strike and all the rest of it, the actors' strike. So kind of season 4 dissipated, which I don't think I really knew myself. But then, when there was a movie launched, they were kind of approached you, and it was quite a juicy role, which effectively you're the lead bad guy in the movie, which is fantastic. So but proud for us as Brits, because they always say Brits make the best bad guys.
We are the best bad guys.
We are.
Nobody can touch us. Don't know how that happened.
But I think it's quite. Seeing your kind of work history is quite fascinating to see people like. Hugh Quashie and Dennis Lawson, who come from kind of British institution TV shows, and then end up being in Star Wars. It's what does that mean to you, kind of coming from that background and stepping up to that kind of role?
I mean, I come from a background where there's nothing expected of me.
Mm.
As a student, my family, my parents extremely loving parents. They never pushed me in any direction. So consequently, nothing was expected of me academically, apart from just finishing school and go and get a job. And when I became an actor, I've never expected anything. I just kind of put my head down and just try to keep working as much as I can. And there's that old adage where you make your own luck. It's kind of true, I suppose. But, you know, you just got to be there. You've got to be around. You've got to be seen before somebody decides they want to use you. So I just figured, and it wasn't a calculated thing. I just thought, I just want to do as much as possible. Put your head down, keep working, and keep the momentum going for as long as possible, because sure as hell, the momentum will stop at some point.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so look, there's a lot of comments coming up and down. I will say to the people in the chat who normally look forward to us doing Rhinestone Whittakee, we won't be doing that today. I know that's the first man's heard of that, but we won't be calling out the chat because obviously it's going to take some time. But what we will do, guys, is shortly, depending on what we like for time, we might give you guys a chance to ask some questions. But I'm going to give the co-host a chance to ask some questions first. And then, of course, we got some questions lined up from our members. So I'm going to go and check those out as well now. But Whittakee, do you want to start? Is there anything you particularly want to ask?
Well, yeah, the question I was going to ask, you've already asked him.
Oh, sorry.
No, I've got a different one as well. So obviously you've been in lots and you've done lots of different roles, and I'm sure somebody's asked you what's sort of maybe your favourite role. But I'm actually going to ask you what was your favourite actual programme or film that you were in that you really enjoyed?
I don't know. You know, I mean, they all have they're all my little babies in terms of, you know, I don't really have a favorite in that, but I can tell you things that I had a lot of fun doing. And I don't know why particularly, but one comes to mind is when I did Turn, the Washington Spies. I played this character, I can't even remember his name now, Colonel something. It was a colonel with a white powdered wig. I kind of loved it, really. I kind of loved it, the character. And I don't know why, because I didn't look good in it. Did not look good in that wig. But I kind of liked doing it. And I liked the character. He was a bit of a seedy character who kind of, he kind of abused the fact that he was a quartermaster for the British Army. And he would just sort of make his own wealth with it. So I enjoyed doing that. So that's one of those that springs to mind.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Yeah, just sort of, what was more sort of memorable and stuff. But yeah, that's great. Well, that's my question.
How about you, Slurpy? Do you have anything?
Well, mine isn't Star Wars related. It's you played a part in one of my favorite TV shows, Twin Peaks, as the Polish accountant.
The Polish accountant with an Uzi machine gun.
Aye, Twin Peaks is one of those shows. I think there's a silencer on it as well. Like you basically blew Tim Roth to smithereens in the back of a.
That was a joy. I mean, I've worked very briefly with Tim in something in the stage show actually, but no, it wasn't. It was not an Uzi. It was a Glock gun, and they'd taken out the mechanism which stops you firing single shots. It actually turns it into an automatic, and apparently it's really easy to turn a semi-automatic pistol into an automatic pistol. So that's why it was a Glock, and I just tore into poor old Tim with that.
Did you get to meet David Lynch or work with him?
You'll see on my Instagram, if you look at it properly, it's at the bottom of the page, because he was one of my first. I only ever had, before Star Wars, I only ever had 3 photographs on Instagram, and I had to sort of gear up on it all really and just learn how to do it. And one of my first pictures is with me and David Lynch, and it's lovely. You know, he didn't suggest it. His assistant said, "Would you like a photograph with David?" And I went, "Yeah." not too much. It's not too much trouble. And there I was, this schmuck from London with a photograph with the great David Lynch. It was wonderful.
Oh, deadly. You didn't share a cigarette with him, no? That's always the thing I hear people like, oh, got to smoke with him.
I didn't have a cigarette with him. Was he smoking? He probably was smoking. I don't remember particularly. But what I do remember him is like he directs while he's having his hair cut, which is brilliant. That sort of that cut he has, which is like, and he's directing, and the girl from probably the wardrobe from the makeup department is there. She's snipping away, and then she's cutting his hair in situ. It's amazing.
Cool.
That's wild. Hey? No, he's greatly missed. Like I made. This Twin Peaks one of my favorite shows ever. Like, and it's it's really cool that you were on it.
Yeah, thank you.
Really cool.
Before we move on to Nimble, there is a question in the chat from Flex. He says, "How much freedom do you have to shape the character of Lord Janu? Thank you, and see you in Texas next month."
Oh, fantastic! Well, how much? Nobody knows more about the Star Wars world than Jon Favreau, and certainly his iteration of it and his world, the world he's created. And the story he's telling, nobody knows more about it than him and Dave Filoni. So there's, what could you possibly bring to it apart from your sinister self? You kind of let them guide you in this thing because they know the story, they know what they want to, they know what they've seen in you that they want to bring out. So you just succumb to their sort of advice. And that doesn't mean to say it's restricting at all. I was free to do whatever I wanted to do. I was free to do whatever I wanted to do, but ultimately I was guided by.
Yeah. Well, I got an extension to that question actually, because did you get any say in the name of the character? Because it's very similar to yours.
No say in it whatsoever. They did say we'd like to use your name. I didn't know what they mean by that. I assumed it was Commander Coyne, and that was, by strange coincidence, that was the nickname given to me by my American friends when I first moved out here. It was a group of American friends, and they all had nicknames for each other. One guy called Triple Cream, one guy called Walt, even though his name was Michael. One called Charlie Valentine, even though his name was Charlie Vance. They all had nicknames for each other, and they christened me Commander Coyne. So, and sure enough, that's what Jon Favreau says. It's probably something like Commander Coyne we're going to give you. And I said, yeah, that's fine. I didn't know how Star Warsy it was. But then on the contract, when I saw the contract, it was Jonny Coyne. I went, oh, I see what they're doing.
I think they've done that for a few characters in Star Wars.
Have they?
I think so. Like Nick Gillard.
Sorry.
No, I think it's something like some of the kind of expanded universe characters and stuff like that.
Oh, right. I like to think I'm an original. I like to think I'm unique.
Yeah. No, I mean you're at least you're credited.
Exactly.
So
some of these people have to appear in a comic.
On a side note as well, how did you feel about putting Grogu in a cage? Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, poor Grogu.
Extra puppet.
To basically, be the most hated man in Hollywood or in the world, really, for a while, because he's the most loved creature, and you got me next to him.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. I think if you run in certain circles, some people are going to get
some people like it.
Yeah, no. Look, I would have been one of your henchmen punching the little freak leg.
No, he's our meal ticket, guys. He's our meal ticket. Your meal ticket, my meal
obviously,
ticket. We gotta protect we've got to protect little Grogu.
100% agree with you there, Johnny.
Yeah, definitely. Wow.
Go on, then, Nimble. You got a question or two?
Well, yeah, absolutely. The first quick question I have for you, and it is a quick fire. Since you've left the UK, do you miss having a cup of tea?
Oh no, I get it here. I get my own Thai food.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I get yes. I'm fine with tea. I mean, it's getting tea out of your own home is difficult because they still don't know how to make a cup of tea here. It's not a myth. They just still refuse to sort of make a cup of tea properly.
Yeah, their English breakfast tea is not no.
We all went to a Lego convention, as you probably saw in the opening thing. The biggest Lego convention in the world is in Chicago every year. We were fortunate enough to be able to do a live show from the actual the event. But while we were staying in the hotel there, they didn't have a teapot or a kettle or anything.
No.
So we were having to go down to reception to the kind of cafeteria and ask for a cup of hot water just to be able to make a cup of tea, which was more aggro than was worth. And after a couple of days, they cottoned onto it and started trying to charge us for the hot water.
Yeah.
It was absolutely ridiculous.
It wasn't even boiling water. It was just like tepid.
By the time you got
But did you go down, Slurpy? You went down and asked them if they had a kettle, and it's almost like they didn't even know what that was.
Hey, what planet are you from?
Yeah, it's bless them. They just don't know. They just don't know. It's fine. You know?
See, we have because we have quite a lot of American members and viewers, and we always have that running joke with them that they're still using microwaves for cups of tea, and it's just like it's dark ages stuff. So whenever I get the chance to even rub it in even more to them that the Brits, we know how to make a cup of tea.
We do know how to make.
Always get my chance.
Absolutely.
But going back into Star Wars, Johnny, I must say, like, this is quite a fanboy moment for me. The Mandalorian and Grogu movie I thought was exceptional. I absolutely loved it. It was just what I needed. It was the first sort of Star Wars movie I saw live in the cinemas. I've watched like the repeats and the anniversaries and stuff, but the first live one since I was a youngster, watching the Revenge of the Sith. So it was sort of a very nostalgic time for me. Mandalorian especially, it's just I've got such a passion for it, and I just wanted to ask you, was you into Mandalorian before you was in it? Because a lot of Star Wars fans tend to just stick to the original movies. And
no, I'd watched all the episodes long before I was up for it. My friend suggested, you'd be so right for the Mandalorian series. I watched them all. I didn't know why. I didn't see what I could possibly play. But he was kind of really insistent on the fact that you'd be absolutely right in the Mandalorian world. And he knew his stuff. Obviously, he got it right. And he got nothing to do with Disney apart from he does write for Disney in certain things. But he has no say in all these things. But he said you'd be absolutely right. So there you go.
That's absolutely amazing. I mean, like, how did you even get to just crossing your mind to be in Star Wars? What was the next stage then, or the next phase to get yourself into the Mandalorian series?
I mean, I didn't. I just got an offer. I mean, I don't know how I got the job. 1 minute I'm sitting around here in my apartment here in LA, and next thing I know, I booked a job. Simple as that. And I just thought, okay, Mandalorian, okay. And I put two and two together, and I said to my friend, "Is this the Mandalorian we were talking about that you think?" He goes, "Yeah, this is it." So I just got it. I don't know who mentioned me. I don't know. I didn't meet a casting director. I don't know how it happened. I'm glad that it happened. It was the easiest job I ever got.
Well, some things happen for a reason, don't they, Johnny? But it's great to hear that you was a Mandalorian fan as well. But I suppose the big question, and this goes to any Star Wars fan across there, what's your favourite movie and why?
Well, the first one, because it was like my very first one, and I was part of that world where queues round the corner, queues round the block, kind of thing. You didn't think it was an absolute event. It's never happened since. I know that the subsequent Star Wars movies kind of did exactly that, but nothing could touch the way the first one happened. It was I don't know, like a snowball. It just grew and grew and grew. There are stories about George Lucas in a hotel room with Steven Spielberg and just checking numbers of how many people, how many shows are sold out all over the whole world. And so it was an amazing time. So I guess that's what is very foremost in my mind about that sort of part of it. So yeah, I guess the first one really was really special.
Yeah, I think originally he stayed away, didn't he? In a hotel room because he thought it was going to be a flop, and it was like, and they just couldn't believe when they were saying you've got to go around the corner and have a look at this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's scary that 50 years is coming up for it now. I know, like my father in particular, he just says because he's from the generation that you guys are from. He says growing up, Star Wars just burst onto the scene, and it was just so big because
there was nothing like it. There was
nothing like it. Nothing like it.
Maybe. I'm trying if I get my years right, but maybe Jaws was the first big blockbuster. I don't know where Star Wars. Jaws was the very first big blockbuster when they started sort of mentioning the sort of the summer blockbuster movies, and so I think that was before. And then Star Wars happened, and it became something else. The people queuing around the block. It never happened before. Not in my memory, anyway.
No, I mean, I remember obviously. Obviously, there was no internet. There was nothing like that. There was no social media. We only had like 3 channels on the TV. A lot of
it's word of mouth. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the films in the 70s were like sort of either thrillers or a bit depressing, and then this came along and it just blew our minds. And especially, what was I? I was 8 or 9, and obviously the toys as well. Just that's what made it, and it's just there was nothing like it.
Well, in the 70s, a lot of the movies in the 70s, like say, they're quite depressing. It was a very serious time, very po-faced. Even the big movies at the time in the 70s, they were kind of, I'm trying to think of things like The Conversation and really serious movies that Coppola did. There was nothing as joyous as that.
You had things like Dirty Harry, wasn't it, and like McHugh, and lots of police sort of violent sort of films, and
What I always say when people talk about Star Wars, for me it was like I was very young when they came out. Sort of, I was born in 1980, so I kind of, was watching Return of the Jedi as a young kid, but, and that was kind of on like Betamax and stuff like that. But I think it was the first time, and I didn't experience this again till years later, that if I had to describe it in a word, the Star Wars were like, it's the rewatchability of them. It's the fact that people, for the first time, like either in a long time or for a long time after, where people would go and see a film and immediately want to go and see it again. You don't get that a lot with films. They're great movies. You enjoy them. Maybe you see them again a couple of weeks, a couple of years. But with Star Wars, it's just that, for anybody, whether you're a fan or not, that ability to go and see it over and over again, or, get more enjoyment from it, which stands it out from other things.
Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah, you watch, it's a multiple watch kind of movie. Yeah.
Just a quick shout out to Oaktown Bricks out there. Just become a member of the channel.
Yeah, I did put him up for a quick.
Well, yeah, we appreciate you, Oaktown.
Thank you, Oaktown.
Thanks for becoming a member. Obviously, we won't. We'll just throw a quick super chat up for you. We'll pick one for you, if that's all right, and then you'll get to.
Can I show off my acting skills?
Hello, Zeus here. The gods thank you for your super chat, and may the gods watch over you always.
Very good. Very good. You should be very proud of that. You should be very proud of that.
I wasn't going to bring it up, but I do amateur dramatics. I'm part of the show. We're in the middle of doing witness for the prosecution at the moment.
Oh wow! What are you playing?
I've just got a small part. I'm playing the detective, so it's quite a smallish part.
Got to start somewhere, mate. Got to start somewhere. Treading the boards next.
But the other ones. I mean, obviously because my age as well, I couldn't play. But also they were. It's a very sort of. What's the word? Very serious, but a lot of the parts are very long, and I was like, Nah, I don't want that many words.
There's some very big parts in that thing. Which amateur dramatics company are you with? What are they called?
Oh, they're called it's Hannon Players in Bristol.
Okay, nice. Well done. It's all good.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's get our first question from our member. So Paddy the Theatre Dog, aka Sarah, a very good friend of the show, and a member of the channel as well, has asked 2 questions. The first one being, you started off in theatre, Jonny, but which was your favourite theatre to work in? And did you ever do any backstage work as well as perform?
No, I never did any backstage work, except for my very, very first job, which was a tour of Antony and Cleopatra, where I played 7 parts, and we're playing one-night stands all over Devon, Dorset, all that down south way, and they were one-night stands, so we did have to put the play up and then take the set down and everything and put it in the van. That was a baptism of fire, really. I've never done it since. But my favourite theatre, most beautiful theatre to work in, I think it's the Edinburgh Lyceum is a beautiful theatre. My favourite theatre to work in was the Glasgow Citizens, because they were quite dangerous and very out there and very exciting theatre to work for.
Okay. So Sarah's second question, or second part of her question, was, would you like to direct at all? And if so, what genre?
Oh, I'd love to direct. Would it be screen or theatre? I don't think I'm clever enough for theatre to do that. Not clever enough for the TV either. I'd love to do a bit of directing. They do encourage. It's a way to get into directing. Is if you're in a show and you're in a regular in a show, is that you decide that one year you'd like to direct an episode, and they might give it to you if they like you enough, and that's one way to get in. But you have to then spend a lot of time behind the scenes following an actual director who actually knows what he's doing, and watch what he does. And there's the processes are it's more than just choosing shots. It's a very intense 2 weeks of shooting and editing. It's very intense for TV, that is, anyway. And watching Jon Favreau on this, with the multi-technology that was involved in it, and using stand-ins for the monsters and things, and how they managed to sort of put it into their heads how it'll work, how it'll all pan out. It is amazing, really. It's amazing, and I don't think I'm anywhere near ready to do anything like that. something simple, I think, maybe a two-hander.
Yeah. So that was going to be my next question, actually. In terms of directors who you've worked with, who would you say is I wouldn't say your favorite director, because that's probably an unfair question, but who do you feel as if you gelled with the most, you got on with, you could happily work again with?
I mean, I'm pretty easygoing. I don't tend to fight authority or anything like that. And I don't come in with, if you like, too many ideas. I'll do my delivery. I don't come in with I kind of just get on with all of them. But most recently, I worked with a director called Macon Blair on The Toxic Avenger, and we got on really well. And he liked what I did, and I liked the way he was doing it. And so from that point of view, from a very personable point of view, he's the guy that springs to mind. Jon Favreau, of course, is a genius in all his things, and he was very supportive and very helpful and very guiding me to where he wanted to take me. So both these guys are great, really.
I was going to say, I'm looking forward to seeing The Toxic Avenger. That's right up my alley. I love films.
Oh, you'll love it, because he's really kept it true to its core.
Right.
And it has enough rough edges around it to make it feel like that sort of no budget movie, except it has got a budget, and it's got some big stars in it, like Kevin Bacon, amongst others.
And yourself.
And myself, indeed, but no, much bigger stars than that. But he's he's kept it rough around the edges just enough to make you feel like the original felt. And yeah, so it's well worth a watch.
Got a couple of questions in the chat here, Martin, before I lose them, if that's okay.
Yeah, well, one guy has just asked a really random question, but we will ask it since we did say Messi or Ronaldo.
Messi or Ronaldo? Ronaldo from his work I was talking to my friend about it. We're going to watch it later. I was talking about Ronaldo with my friends, and we just agreed that it's just his work ethic. You know, Messi's a little lazy, and Ronaldo was, who am I to say? But yeah, he's a little lazy.
Johnny, you've made me very happy with that answer.
Yeah, and Ronaldo's a guy who works really hard, and I think, I think he's genuine with his fans. I mean, it's well known that he's well loved by his fans, and he's good to his fans. And I am a fan. I hope he's good to me when I meet him.
Johnny, going on that, sorry.
I did actually meet him. It's the only time in my life when I just went a bit gaga when I met somebody who was spectacular. And I was in Soho House in Los Angeles over here, and the side door slid open, and Ronaldo peeked out to see what was going on out there. And I just went, my mouth dried. And I just went, and it was amazing. I've never felt like that, and I've met some of the biggest stars in the world, and there was a Ronaldo, and I just went a bit like girly, to be honest with you.
That's brilliant, Johnny. Are you
a
big football fan yourself? Because in our sort of community, there's not many. So whenever I get the chance to talk football, much to the dislike of my fellow co-hosts, I'm all for it.
Gone. Football. I mean, I like to watch a good game. I like to watch a big international game.
Yeah, brilliant. And you said yourself, didn't you? You'll be supporting the boys tonight.
Absolutely, I'll be here. We're here, ready to go. I'm going to go and buy chips. That's my job today.
Amazing.
One-way ticket home, boys. I already booked the flight to Heathrow for them.
Oh, stop it! No. I think they got a chance. I mean, they are at Azteca Stadium, nice and warm. I mean, we'll see.
He's coming home. That's all I can say.
I think they're coming home.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know about the rest of you guys. I'm picking up a bit of an echo.
Yeah,
definitely.
Whittakee, do you want to say something, Whittakee?
Hello, how is everybody today?
Right, so the only person who's got echo
could be me.
Yeah, do you want to just do a refresh? Because you're the only one not echoing.
Oof.
He'll come back and he usually fixes itself because it's gone now, like, haven't it? So
yeah, it's gone.
So look, we'll bring it to a Lego question because of course we are primarily a Lego channel. And look, this was disappointing for me. I don't know whether you feel the same way, but how disappointed were you that this exists but you don't?
Is that an actual official one?
Yes.
This is I can't actually remember the guy's name. I don't think he's got a name, is he?
No, I've got. Oh, the character. Is this an official Lego one?
Yes.
This is the guy at the beginning of the film.
I'm really
this guy basically chickens out, runs away, and somehow manages to get a Lego figure, whereas you were kind of prominent throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet. I think I've had some Lego friends make some of me and have given them to me. So I've got one somewhere. But yeah, I'm a bit pissed off now. There you go.
Yeah.
We need to hear that.
Yeah, I was going to say, unlike that one, who.
Well, maybe you can sort of twist their arms a little bit,
Yeah. But unlike that character who died, I said, you survived though, don't you?
So yes, the Lego thing. I love the connection with the Lego because I mean that's one of the reasons that attracted me to sort of doing the podcast with you more so than the Star Wars stuff because I love Lego and I think we had some cheap version like Lego when I was a kid. I don't think it was the real McCoy. I think it was some poor man's Lego. and then so when my son was born, we got him. He's got a huge bucket of Lego pieces, not complete ready-made things that you can buy now with the designs and all the bits that you can get. So they're crafts that have got all the right angles put in them. You had to sort of invent your sort of design, as it were, in my son's day. Now I'm introducing it to my grandson, and he just loves it. I mean, recently he put together one. I could see the excitement on his face when he got it. I was showing the book, and it showed the hand, and it showed the piece in it, and he knew it to find that piece, and he just looked. And he's 4 years old, and he knew what he had to do, and he rushed to do it because he was trying to do two pieces at a time, because to prove that he could do it. It was just really just seeing it happen. It was just lovely, really. So yeah, he's hooked.
Well, as we're talking Legos, can I ask that question then?
Yeah.
Slurpy wants me to ask.
Yeah, go on.
If you had a figure, because I've been asking everyone this.
Ask me some Lego questions.
Yes.
Oh.
So if you had a figure made of yourself, would you rather have dual molded legs or dual molded arms?
Or Star Wars questions?
No Lego.
I'm guessing, it don't mean anything to anybody else, does it, without who's not in the community? I mean, I sometimes
but I was going to say earlier, obviously,
bring the question out to Lego. I mean, you said you had some Lego questions, yeah?
Yeah. So the question was asking you is, if they did make a figure of you, would you prefer dual molded legs or dual molded or an arm print?
I know what that is.
Right. So let me I'll get up some reference images here. So
because it's quite common with Lego, especially in Star Wars, when it comes to designing the figures. A lot of the time, the figures will either get some detail on the arms or detail on the legs instead. It's very rare that they'll get both.
Right.
So I'm gonna show your favorite friend here on screen, Mandalorian. He's got arm printing. So it's, for a long time, Lego never used to do this. I don't know if you can see this right now.
No, I can't see anything at the moment.
Anything appearing? No. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Just decided to shit itself.
Yeah.
There's a chair that nothing's coming up.
Oh, so
there. Sorry, there it is. Right. So his arms have like printing on them.
Right.
Like, the real creme de la creme is this dual molded legs. So basically the dual molded leg uses 2 different colors of plastic. So and they're often reserved, but it's a big debate within the community. Should the minifigure have had dual molded legs? So if you had that there, you'd get, if your character had boots, knee-high boots, you'd want that. But if you had some pretty cool arm detailing, you'd want to go for something like that. So where do you fall in line? What would you want as a minifigure? Would you want some arm printing, or would you want some dual molded legs?
Listen, it's clearly meant for the very young. This one, not for people like us who just pretend that we don't play with Lego, but we do. This is obviously for the very young. So they want it. They want the design there, so they can say they feel like they put it together themselves when actually it's been done for them.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest with you, I would say if they were going to make a Janu Coyne figure, I mean, he wears sleeves, so he doesn't really have a need for arm print, but some boots would be good. So he hasn't got boots. He's got fancy shoes. No, I mean, the trouble is with my Jonny Coyne is that he's got nothing of any interest apart from a grey jacket. So I mean, that's it really. I haven't got a sword. I haven't got a saber, lightsaber. I haven't got a. Somebody.
You've got plenty of salt.
Exactly. Somebody suggested I might have a cube of salt, which I'm sure kids would love to play with.
You should see the smart brick they're playing with. They'll take salt over that. Oh, what a mess.
I suppose the good thing with Lego is often good or bad, depends which way you look at it. They can continue making stuff for older content. So even in years to come, it's a never say never situation with you getting a minifigure, and unless you know more than we do, and we see you again in future content.
I was told categorically that I would have an action figure. I've seen no sign or hair.
Don't worry. That will come out. Don't
that'd
worry.
be like a Black Series.
Again, I say it's got nothing of interest there. So apart from a grey jacket and a purple necktie, I don't know. Yeah, so we'll see about that. Yeah.
Right. So got a question here from Ultra Bricks.
Yeah. Any more questions?
Yeah, Johnny, can you hear me?
Star Wars character, who would you choose and why? Well, I should be Han Solo, shouldn't I? Really?
Yeah, yeah, you can't hear me. Can everyone else hear me?
I can hear you, Whittakee. I think your microphone might have gone. They just refresh. Come out.
Oh, right. Okay, I'll come out and refresh.
Yeah, technical difficulties.
Is Han Solo, would you say, is your favourite character then from across all Star Wars media?
Because he's the coolest. He's Han Solo. It's Harrison Ford, and he's the good-looking guy, and I'm clearly not. And that's what we aspire. Ultimately, that's what we're aspiring to be beautiful.
I suppose, Johnny, asking your favourite character, like growing up, he was your favourite. When you were growing up, if someone had told you you're going to be in Star Wars, would you have chose to be a bad guy over a good guy? Or would you imagine yourself swinging a lightsaber or shooting a blaster?
If it was my choice, I'd have a lightsaber, and I'd be fighting off the baddies, and I'd kiss the girl and everything. But it doesn't work like that. They take a look at the face and they go, yeah. They'll make him
as long as it's not your sister, it's okay. What color lightsaber would you go for?
What color? What?
What color lightsaber would you go for?
Lightsaber.
Yeah,
what color?
Yeah, because
I'm Irish, so
you're gonna go for green, are you?
Yeah, I would absolutely. I'd go for green.
I don't know what. Is there isn't a bright yellow one, is there?
There is actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's got the yellow one then?
The Temple Guards.
Right.
What does Ray have then? That's a dull yellow, isn't it?
No, I don't know what colour. I mean, can't have purple because that's Samuel L. Jackson's, isn't it? Really? And what's his name? Is red. Luke Skywalker's is red. Yes, is that right?
No, it's blue and then it's green.
Yeah, I think so.
No, I think you still can't hear me. I think.
Can you hear me?
I can.
We can hear you, Johnny.
So we're a bit quiet there.
Can you hear me, Johnny?
It's all right.
No, it's just Martin. He's trying to talk, but for some reason you can't hear him. But you can hear.
No, I can't hear anything.
Oh,
he's probably switched his mic off.
No, I've got no mic's on.
Slurpy.
Hello, how are you doing? Look, we have tech difficulties all the time. This is the longest we've gone on the show without any technical difficulties.
Well, it's amazing. Got 5 of us on it, which is pretty amazing, really.
So
can the other 3 hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you, Whittakee.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you. Okay, so somebody in the chat is saying, my question is, can you break down what a day on set during filming The Mandalorian and Grogu was like? What was the highlight of the filming?
Oh, okay. Well, the highlight of the filming was being in a speeder because, that's, you kind of definitely wanted to be in a speeder once in your life. And being on a set, there's a lot of sitting around waiting, as they say. It's just waiting and waiting and waiting for them to get the light right, to get everybody in gear, and then you go on set for a few minutes, and then you go off set for another hour or so. So it's very, very bitty, but it's still fun because the people you're working with love what they're doing, and there's a lot of fun to be had on the side.
I'm guessing you would have worked on, because that was a big thing when The Mandalorian came out, was the volume. So they kind of ditched the green screen, and they had that giant.
They did that. They do have the green screen in The Mandalorian, but I didn't get to work on the volume. That's
Oh,
my set was a solid traditional set.
oh,
fair.
Brilliant.
That's actually pretty cool because it got to the stage where it looked like from at least behind the scenes for Mando season 2 and 3, not all, but like predominantly the volume, and it's I find that technology pretty interesting.
I thought that chasing with the speeder was the volume 100%. So
no, that was old school filmmaking. That was
you serious
in a solid set on a speeder with big burly men shaking it with giant rods and moving it around, and then when we come to a halt, it's them spinning it around with no sort of technology underneath to make it easy. It was, it was rough and ready. It was old school filmmaking.
Cool.
Wow. I wouldn't have assumed that.
Yeah,
No.
I honestly maybe
I'm
that's
sure
just
the background when we're sort of being chased. That's green screen behind us.
right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So maybe they just changed it then because it was a movie. I don't know.
Well, they still use the volume. Still use the volume for predominantly for the scenes with Pedro Pascal in the water. That's when that was definitely being used there.
Right.
Was it in terms of the movies you've worked on? Was like the Mandalorian like the most amount of like technology, like advanced technology you would have seen on a set?
Oh, definitely. But at the same time, it's still being made. They're making movies old school. You still have bits of smoke coming from a guy with a machine blowing smoke. So it really is old school filmmaking, and that's part of the joy of it. They could have easily turned Grogu into an animated CGI figure, but they didn't. They kept to the ethics and the USP, if you like, of Star Wars, which is like it's a puppet. It's a beautiful.
It looks
puppet.
real, yeah.
It looks real. We know it's a puppet, but we go with it because that's what Jim Henson introduced to the world. So it works, and they were true to the story, and true to the Star Wars. They kept it looking the way it did.
Yeah, like organic and like digital at the same time. Like, because that's always like I grew up with the prequels. Although Empire is my favorite film, and one of the criticisms for the prequels was the over reliance on digital technology. But it's always Star Wars is always advancing it. Like, and I'm someone who's worked I'd be more on the side of animation, and it's the pioneering that like those films have done.
I can see why the guys love doing it. I can see why the guys who do the technology love to sort of create this thing. But the more technology there is, I have to say, I take my grandson, and as a kid who lives in this building, and his mother likes it when I take him away for a little while, take him to the movies, and I go and watch these children's movies like the Minions and the Mario Brothers, and I'm sure the guys who create all that stuff love doing it, but it's not for me. It's too much technology. And what was great about The Mandalorian and Grogu was it didn't just rely on that. It had very little of that, to be honest with you, apart from some green screen. It was very old school filmmaking, and I love that.
Oh, it's class. No, it's definitely insightful to hear because, like, definitely the last number of years, any kind of modern blockbuster film sets, as folks like to stream, would have been like the Marvel movies where it just seems like it's almost two actors and a green screen, like, and that just
No, exactly. And to be honest with you, we're not impressed with it anymore. I'd like to think that people were impressed with our stuff, but we're not impressed with that CGI anymore because we know how it's done. We know it's guys nerds pushing buttons rather than the craft of it all.
It's more refreshing to hear that like the old school tactics, let's say, is still being used because the old saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So I guess just another question going on to being on on set with Star Wars, how sort of impactful was Favreau? Like, was he there 24/7?
Absolutely. Yeah. And no, yeah, he's there. And when there's, I mean, he's kind of got monitors working on your scene, but he's actually got another monitor over there watching the second unit working as well. So I mean, he's kind of covering all the bases. And although they've got a director on the second unit, he's actually sort of monitoring that, make sure that everything's in place. But he gives you the attention that you need as an actor.
Yeah.
I'm very pleased with his support, really, and very happy and grateful to have it. Really, I needed it.
Oh, that's brilliant. And this is a question, you might know the answer, you might not. But what do you see for the future, if there's a future, for Lord Janu?
Oh, I don't know. Listen, I've said that I've been asked this before, and some people have, sort of opined that they might think he become a good guy, become one of the team. I don't see that happening.
No.
But I don't really know. They've got nothing in the pipe works that I know of. But the truth is, it'd be a stretch to sort of having a sort of a rebel's prison being useless and him escaping from it. I'm really grateful to be part of the Star Wars world. I love doing it. It's a dream of sorts to be part of something like this, and so I kind of anything else would be greedy. Anything more would be greedy. So I'm very, very happy with what's happened. I don't really need a second one to sort of justify any more than this. It's plenty. Hey, I might get my numbers up on my Instagram. That'd be great. That's always good. But that's
but I mean, at least he survived. So he didn't. So that's good.
So
I
do have an appointment in a while, so you need to wrap up as soon as possible. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, 100%.
That was going to be my next question, actually, Johnny. Was how long we got you for? But look, I'll close it out, I guess, by saying, again, obviously appreciate you coming on. If there's a franchise out there, obviously you've kind of peaked with Star Wars, but if there's a franchise out there you'd love to be a part of, like I'd love to see you in Bond as a Bond villain, or perhaps in Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, something like that. Is there a particular franchise out there you'd love to be involved in?
Oh yeah, Game of Thrones would be great, but I think that's done and dusted. I don't know. Are they looking for a new Captain America? I don't know. I think he's back, isn't he? That could be fun to be. Nobody's going to buy it. Nobody's going to buy it, and nobody's going to make that toy.
Yeah, absolutely. So, last question before you go. Do you have like my favorite all-time movie, as you've probably noticed by the name of the channel, is I'm a huge Paul Newman fan. So, Cool Hand Luke, what is your favorite all-time movie?
Okay, I do have an answer for that. It's called the Battle of the River. Get my teeth in order. It's called the Battle of the River Plate.
Yeah.
It's a Powell and Pressburger movie. It's also known as the killing or the hunt for the Graf Spee. It's a story of British ships. They chase this major sort of German ship, the Graf Spee, and they chase it into Montevideo Harbor, where it is neutral territory, and it's crippled. The ship, the Graf Spee, is crippled, and his captain is off the ship and is negotiating with the people of Montevideo. And it's a brilliant film. Powell and Pressburger really know how to put a movie together, and there are people who watch the goings on, because the British ships can't attack it because it's neutral territory. And so there's got to be some sort of political situation that's got to come out of this. And I won't tell you what happens at the end, but Christopher Lee plays a tiny part as a cafe owner. Wow. It's full of great character actors in it. But if you check it out, the Battle of the River Plate, Also
I've
known
got
as the killing or the hunt for the Graf Spee.
I've got it written down.
Check
there.
that out.
It was one of my dad's. It was one of my dad's favorite films. I remember him getting me to watch it when he was little. When I was little, yeah, my dad loved that film.
Can't hear you guys.
Many like that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So look, Jonny, we'll let you go. And again, obviously, on behalf of myself and the chat, and of course my co-hosts, just huge thank you for giving us your free time. I really appreciate you being on, and hopefully we'll bump into each other at some point in the future.
Absolutely. Thanks for everything, guys.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jonny.
Thank you.
All the best. Take care.
Jonny, lad.
How do I switch off now? What do I press?
The X button.
The X button.
Yeah, wherever there's an X, just
Wherever there's a red X.
There's no red X.
Is there a red button with an arrow on it saying leave studio?
No, there's no red X. But you switch off. I'll see you later.
Great stuff. Thanks, Jonny.
take care now.
Wow.
That was awesome.
That's it, guys.
I don't think you can hear me though most of the time, but never mind.
We've peaked on this show. We've absolutely peaked with such a fantastic.
If I kick him from the studio, well, that'll be okay. That's him gone.
Yeah.
That's him gone.
I've done it. Yeah.
Happy days.
So what do we think, guys?
That's good. It was good going. Yeah, it was really good.
Like you say, it was. It's massive for the show, isn't it? And I was saying it to Whittakee in the green room earlier on. It's like he's just such a cool, down to earth person. He's willing to do stuff like this because, like, I told him, I'd mentioned it to him, like, we're not the biggest channel in the world, but he's doing it for the love of the game, the love of the people.
Can you imagine how many people you might ask from Star Wars, and their question will be how much?
Yeah,
and it's not just that. It's a big name in in the most recent Star Wars movie. It's like
he played the villain in the Star Wars movie, like
Well, he was in a lot of films I used to like as well.
Equivalent of Darth Vader in Empire Strikes Back, basically.
But yeah, I mean, he's just. Hold on, we got a super.
Thank you, Liam. You did not have to.
Appreciate you, mate. Liam and Oaktown, if you're both still out there, let us know what super chat you want played. I know we just threw a quick one up, but that was just try and get Whittakee in the
Yeah, see, if he was in England, he might have come and seen my show.
Yeah, I think once he realised you were trying to get yourself cast by him, he just decided to just switch off from listening to you altogether.
Yeah, that was the only problem. It felt like I think he couldn't hear me, which was a shame.
Yeah, that was kind of weird, but
I was asking a few questions and it was like, oh yeah, obviously you can't hear me, which is a shame. But it was still great. It was great to hear him, hear his. And I must admit, when he said the River Plate, straight away I was thought, me old man, bless him. So yeah.
How'd you get him on? Bag of Haribo.
Offered to send him out a shipment of tea. Although he said he's a Thai food. He said he's a Thai food drinker, didn't he?
Oh,
you know what? When he said that, I thought
down in that estimation. Then
it's not as bad as Tetley, though, is it?
It's not as bad as Tetley. Tetley's fucking dishwater.
Tetley's not much better, but I was doing my best bit of acting, smelling. Yeah, man, that's great.
I'm sure there used to be a tea back in my day called Double D. But that
it was Brook Bond D. I could do with the D. I could do with the D. Don't you remember that? Anyway,
epic episode, boys. Thank you very much.
I'm just nice one to just.
Thank you, man.
Just do this for Liam, and then this one for Oaktown. Do really appreciate you guys giving those supers. Obviously, you don't have to do that. And becoming a member, it's really appreciated. Sorry,
what super do you want, mate?
We couldn't give it the normal fanfare because obviously we had our guest on and we were short for time. We didn't actually establish with Jonny how long he was on for, but I was consciously playing. Yeah. We don't want to get too deep into a question and then obviously have to kind of cut things short. So we kind of rounded off quite nicely. I know you were trying to ask a question there at the end, Slurpy, but I don't know where it was going. What was it? What were you going to try?
No. I was asking, did he want to voice Blockhead? No.
You want to be a co-host?
Yeah. Oh man, that would have him sinning. I think we kind of broke his brain.
Lost him, though, as soon as we started talking about arm printing and dual molded
I
legs.
can't believe you asked him about dual molded legs.
He was like fucking
Aye,
God.
come on, we're a Lego show.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
half the
thank
Lego
you.
fans don't even know what that means.
Papa Rex, member for a month. Well, professional boys, no wet farts at all, no, but now we can. Oh, bloody hell, Muttley.
God.
Wait, get off. Stop.
Muttley, man, what are you doing to me?
Oh, thank you, Muttley.
Papa Rex as well. He's been a member for a month.
Muttley's our sugar daddy.
Bloody hell, Muttley.
We're just going to have to start putting on the bottom. Cool and Luke, sponsored by Muttley.
Muttley, aye. It's
Powered
like,
by
you know,
Muttley.
So Liam, Papa Rex, and Muttley, what's your supers? Come on.
So ask for Muttley will get to have his own, but he gets to pick one as well.
Yeah.
You can just go random if you want, guys, as well, so we can make it a bit more fun. It's totally up to
Cool
you.
on.
Okay.
What?
Have you played is the teaser for my wee thing up? Or do you have that?
I've got I've uploaded one of them, but not the other one yet. I was keeping that for this week.
No.
Right.
No, it's no
Right,
worries,
well,
it's no worries.
I'll just bung on a couple of moments. Just
Saul makes 10. 10 ought to do it, don't you think? You think we need one more? You think we need one more? All right, we'll get one more.
Oh, yeah.
that's for Muttley, and then
G'day. Want a cold one?
Who the hell are you?
Call me Nugget. I've been looking for Walter Riley. Haven't seen him around, have you?
You should have bought a gun instead of a beer, mate.
Nah, I don't need a gun. I've got a donk.
You've got a what? Donk.
Nice.
and
But no, I appreciate. Sorry, go on.
so there's one more, wasn't it? Just gonna do one more. Do this one.
Nice.
God,
Yeah.
that's a
There
vintage
you go.
one, man.
No, but I just want to say appreciate everybody out there for supporting us. Lots of numbers in the
Sarah
chat.
loves the donk.
And of course, obviously, throwing out some really good questions. And like obviously, there's lots of thanks for us in the chat. I think we did a pretty good job as a team, keeping it orchestrated, keeping it professional, and making it fun and exciting for the.
Yeah.
So yeah, onwards and upwards. Who are we getting on next?
I should have. George Lucas. I don't think we can reach to the heights, but I was going to ask a Star Wars joke to you guys. I don't know if Johnny would have liked it. Can I tell you, right?
Yeah, go on then.
Where does Darth Vader buy his sneakers at?
Don't know.
At the Darth Mall.
I'm only laughing because of how funny you're finding it, Slurper.
Oh,
It's so
so
bad. It's just-
You're sat there off camera, fucking pissing yourself.
Shocking that was.
we can act like children now.
That deserves a wet fart noise.
Oh man,
No,
the wettest
no,
of farts. No.
Now the guest is gone. We can.
Oh, load it onto me. But that was nimble. Jeff, that was great going, like getting him on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Jesus,
don't know.
Slurpy.
It's bad. I don't know what kind of blackmail you did, but I'm like, I was really cool having him on. Really, really cool.
It was just.
And I appreciate you.
Honestly, it was as easy as pie. I followed him on Insta because I saw like some of the guys over in America, Clan Mandalorian. I'll shout them out. I've been in their community recently, and they're cool dudes, and they're always like reposting Johnny's sort of stories and stuff. So I just followed him, and then thought, why not just message him? Because I saw on his Instagram he'd done like another show with like another like smaller sort of style show. So I thought, why not just message him? You know the saying, if you don't shoot, you don't score.
What a nice and humble guy, though. Just to come.
Yeah. Well, I think we were quite lucky. I think we were quite lucky as well because he did actually mention it, but I'd seen it on some of his other content that he'd only recently gotten into the kind of Instagram type thing, and I think it's been kind of since Mandalorian around about that time. And I think somebody's pretty much said to him, it's like
new fan
being
base
on LinkedIn or CV for actors and people in, celebrities, if you like, because it's another piece of, it's another platform for him. And he was probably never really involved in it before. And he's probably thought to himself, well, actually, anything I can do to get kind of recognized and get my name out there, then, and it helps him, I guess, in the long run. So,
I mean, also, once you go on Star Wars, it just opens up a whole world for actor, for you as an actor. I've been told that by a few. It's like, wow, once you're, top of your CV, I've been in Star Wars.
Well, that's it, because I've been looking at some of the stuff he's done, and he, like you say, he's classically trained actor.
EastEnders.
He's been in all EastEnders and The Bill and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, London's Burning,
Casualty, London's Burning.
A lot of American series.
Yeah, he was in a couple of TV shows that I used to watch when I was a kid, although I might not necessarily recognized him. But then he was in movies like Tomb Raider and stuff like that. He was in Gangster Squad.
Yeah. Do you think he was on the cave drawing walls when Whittakee was growing up in the Ice Age?
Hey, that was one thing that we could together about seeing Star Wars,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I mean, I know you joke about my age, mate, but I'm sorry for you young'uns. You'll never ever get that experience, mate.
No, that's true.
No, the closest I'll get to is Endgame, and that was that's mid. That was a mid movie.
There's still things about like that, and there's still you had social media, you got like CGI and stuff. Back in my day, there was nothing, and it was just like bang.
I'd give my left toe to
playing with conkers and stuff.
Yeah, without glasses either. Nowadays, you've got bloody safety glasses and everything. But yeah, and what I liked about it is, like he said about, because I was going to ask him about Phil Tippett, but he couldn't really hear me, so I gave up asking questions. Because obviously, Phil Tippett, when he said he was doing stuff old school again, that's what they did, didn't they? In Mandalorian, the Sentry Guards, they actually used miniatures again and stuff. Yeah, Phil Tippett is one of my heroes.
So I'm trying to see if.
But I'm glad he one of his favorites was Han Solo.
No,
he was gonna, because I think he said he was. I read somewhere that he thought he was going to be in. They were going to extend his character into Book of Boba Fett, if there was going to be a season 2, and then they had the whole writer's strike thing. He was supposed to be in season 4, and then they decided to make a movie instead. And he was approached, and they said, "Don't worry, you'll have a part in the movie instead, because that extension of your character is not going to be in the show." And he was like, "Okay, fair enough." Never thought he'd hear anything again. And then when they did approach him, they were like, "Yeah, we've got a part for you, and it's quite an extensive part." And he was like, "Oh, okay, just interested to see. I'll be a henchman or something like that." And when he read it, he was like, "Oh, I'm the main bad guy kind of thing."
It's like the first half, isn't it? Because it's like split into and then it goes into obviously the huts. But and they take him away. So like I said, it's life. So he could always end up coming back sometime.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Hi, Clara.
Hi, Clara. How are you doing?
All right, Clara.
So look, we've got a little bit of time because we finished a bit earlier. Do we want to have a look? Because you guys were back and forth about some Lego sets, and I hadn't heard any of them.
I mean, there's been a lot of leaks. There's been a lot of. Someone call a plumber, there's the pipes are leaking, you know what I mean?
Slurpy, can we please talk about the one that I'm going to say this now. I've got enough money for the wedding, but I am going to buy this set when we mention it on day one.
X-Files.
Yes, because it comes with what's the name's Scully's Lab as well as a GWP, but it just looks great. If you can get that.
Right. Give me a couple of ticks and I'll see if I can get it. Well, so there only is one image and it is.
I haven't seen any of the stuff you guys are talking about, and you were talking about, "Oh, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get that," and I'm like, "Well, I haven't seen any of this."
Well, the Shrek CMFs look incredible. I'm going to want to get a whole bunch of them, and the other sort of leak drawing of the Pokemon ball with Professor Oak as a minifigure. That's just aura.
So this is the
yeah.
Can you dude see this? This is the X.
I can see it. Yeah,
that's fire. Oh my god, the alien! He's got.
I love the one that's leaning on the outside. I'm surprised he didn't do a Tombs figure though. That would have been great.
We did get a Star Wars leaks. Well, it weren't pictures, was it? But we did get more info on the anniversary figures.
Is that
I saw somebody talking about, while we're still on this set, I did see somebody comment on this and say, why has the smoking man not got a cigarette? And like they were like, look, they make Lego for adults and children now. We're not smoking. He's smoking. Why would there be such an issue with him with a cigarette? Because he's the smoking man. So now what is he? Just a standing man?
I mean, also his other nickname, which I don't particularly like, but it's Cancer Man as well. So,
what?
Anyway, that's the only thing I've seen on this.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think it looks a bit weird because the officers weren't even in a bunker.
No, I know, but it's supposed to be.
I think it's a cool way to represent it, to be fair. It's a good way to get both scenes in. And I know of X-Files. I've probably seen bits of it or maybe watched it once a long, long time ago. So I think like this style of set I like it. I like having two scenes, one on top of the other. It's a good way to display it as well. It's not going to take a shit ton of space.
The fact when X-Files came out when I was a kid, and finally people stopped making fun of gingers because
Sully.
Scully was a hot ginger, so it was like overnight.
To be honest with you, there was some shows they were quite scary. It wasn't really for kids.
I remember the one about her dad when her dad leaves and then she falls asleep on the sofa and she wakes up and he's opposite to her talking, but he's not saying anything, and then he disappears and then she gets a phone call to say he's just died.
Yeah.
That creeped me right out. That one did.
There's one which and it's like basically he was in it twice, separate. It wasn't done like a double bill, and it was I think his name was Toombs, and he was like this weird thing that can go through drains.
Go through the drain pipes and all
and in the end they got him through in the escalator. He was
yeah.
Oh,
but that was brilliant. I mean, and they brought that out on video then as a double, like as if it was like a film sort of thing, the two-parters.
There was also a TV show that was on around about the same time as this called The Outer Limits. Did you ever watch that?
Outer Limits, yeah. I mean, the newer version, because obviously that was a really old.
No, the one that came out around about the same time as this.
They did a reboot.
Those were. I used to love watching those standalone shows.
What did you have? You had Outer Limits, and you had what was the other one?
Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone, yes, thank you. Yeah,
Twilight Zone was pretty good.
And they both had reboots, but they were both like originally from the 60s, weren't they? All. But yeah, they both had sort of reboots. But yeah, X-Files, I mean, it came sort of like early 90s and stuff. Because I remember getting me ex-wife into it as well, and we used to, watch every week, sit down, watch it. It's great.
Yeah,
loved it. And I like the set. I think the set looks pretty good, and it doesn't look much different from the original idea, to be honest with you.
I think there'll be a GWP with this then.
Yeah, there is a GWP. Yeah, it's Scully's lab.
Oh, okay.
So really, like you wouldn't think. I don't mean to be ignorant, but like this doesn't look like it's a massive set. Yeah,
does it justify a GWP?
Like no offense, like it's not doesn't look big. You know what I mean? It doesn't look like a 400 pound set.
It's 200.
What?
Yeah, $200.
Oh no,
it doesn't.
I thought it did look quite girthy because you got to have. There's probably a lot around the back of it as well to beef it out.
Yeah, to be fair, I think it looks pretty girthy, but I just think
we don't get that much of a Lego, so if they're going to give you a GWP for this, then yes.
No, it's brilliant, isn't it? It's not a dig at Lego, but it's just surprising that some sets that are like much more expensive than this don't get a GWP, and then a £200 set does.
I think it just
goes £200 Lego set. You ain't getting no GWP. Star Wars set.
I was going to say, it's because it's a one-off. People will leave this for a discount. So they want people to buy it day one, so they want that fucking...
I mean, I suppose a bit like the Goonies. That wasn't... What was that?
It also tells you you're not going to get any more sets, doesn't it, really? So...
so one-off. It's going to be a one-off. But yeah, it's just... And it's just for me, for once I can say about nostalgia and that. I grew up with X-Files. I mean, like I said, I've got all the DVDs over there. I can see them. I need to rewatch them again. The newer stuff, not so much, but the original series, fantastic.
I could never
get out of it, Magisto. Go away. Go on, Shu.
Yeah,
No,
no, I kind of agree. I watched it, but I was never like, "Oh, this is amazing! I got to watch it every week." It was just kind of like, I don't know.
But again,
No,
it was
like, I mean,
early 90s, aliens and all that. It was just great. Yeah.
Slurpy, I'm gonna WhatsApp you some late pictures, like some pictures.
Yeah, I'll have to blast them up. No, like I'm not saying that. I'm not saying I didn't like it. I probably will have to give it a go. I do think the music's iconic though. Like
Yeah, the
theme
music
song,
is very iconic, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I never.
I just remember the Simpsons fucking spin-off episode of it when Mr. Burns turns into the alien.
Martin.
And also the Welsh representation of Catatonia doing the song.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say to you, what's the connection between you and yeah.
A mate of mine met
Mulder and Scully.
What was the lead singer called?
Keris
Matthews. A mate of mine met her in a pub. Apparently, she was a right bitch.
But I wouldn't say no.
This is a Lego show.
Simmer down.
It's on 9 o'clock, mate. You know,
Okay, so Keris Matthews or Scully?
Oh, Scully.
Jesus Christus, guys. Anyway,
and then
this is a Lego show. Let's talk about. This is the only.
Just as we're going off this, this is definitely a day one buy for me.
Fair play.
Is anybody able to look? Or actually, I'll do it while you're pulling up the next picture. I'm going to read out who got a gift membership because it should appear in the chat. From that list.
Oh, and Martin, the
this
next
is cool looking.
You send a list like that for me. Can you? God, blimey, I couldn't hardly read hardly any of them. It was so blurred.
Zoom in, mate.
Hey,
just zoom into it and scroll.
No, I did.
It was so blurry though.
It was really blurry.
I was about to say to you, any pixels going. It was so bad.
I saw you put it in and I was thinking, fucking hell, fuck that job.
And I can't see it never can Whittakee.
And then the ones I did recognise, I put them in, and then I noticed that they're already in anyway. I was like, for fuck's sake.
I did say update it. Okay, so gifted by Muttley, we have Hoarder 66, Just a Peeler, The Legitimate Red Hair, Mole's Vengeance, Alexandra K1, Moments of the Magic, Faith of Misery, Mrs. Papatrip, Ozymandias the Dragon Prince, T-Mog, and Muttley. So some of those were actually gifted a membership before, so they've had a second 3 months membership. So, but no, I appreciate it, Muttley, again, and for obviously those guys. I'll have to try and reach out to them and let them know. Hopefully, get them on board to join and maybe re-up at some point. Oh yeah, go for it.
No, this is the leaked Pikachu. Because there was I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but obviously whenever Pokemon was announced, it was oh my god, we're getting minifigs and all that kind of jazz. And then we just got the buildable living room statues, and then I didn't hear any rumors or hype for any future wave. So I seen this yesterday or the day before, and it kind of caught me by surprise.
It looks incredible. I mean,
yeah, no, I think it does too.
I don't think they could have done it any better. And the Eevee, I'll get a photo of it as well.
If you can, If
I'm pointing in the chat. If you guys can remember back to the episode we did about where we covered Pokemon, and Kirsty had to school us in the chat, when actually Pikachu is the name of the species. What is the name of this character?
We do. Why would we do? What? Look, hear me out. What? I don't care.
It is known.
It's Dave.
It's Johnny. Look,
it's Dave.
This. Oh my God, Rodney. So, this is the Pokeball leak image drawing. As you know, the leakers, they're trying to smuggle these schematics out of Area 51, so that's why it's all drawings.
From a distance, it looks like a ball with legs.
Yeah, I love the use of parts here in the top, man. Lego really knocked it out of the park. You know that one. I honestly don't even know what I'm looking at. It just looks like a nipple and some figgies down at the bottom. I'm hoping Ash gets a dual molded hat. I'm guessing that's supposed to be Eevee. Yeah, this is what the heck. It looks like what do you call that middle guy from Spider-Man that gives him the job? J. Jonah Jameson. Is that him in the middle?
This picture is I don't know if you are familiar with the account, that CMF backup thing. It's someone who gets leaks, and instead of posting pictures of it, which will get them took down and banned, they just sketch it.
Yeah.
So
it looks like he's done it on an Etch a Sketch.
To get a Pokemon ball is cool, but to get the free figures like from the game is just so fucking sick.
I thought it was Epcot Center.
Slurpy, I've sent you a picture of the mold.
I only know the original characters. I don't know there's one called Pinnaky or something in it, or something like that. I don't know.
Picnicker. So these are like I actually completed one of my playthroughs of Pokemon last night on the Switch. So I'm this one is going to test my not only buying Star Wars at the moment. This one will be hard not to steer clear from. I just think that getting Professor Oak as a minifigure is just so fucking cool. And the molded Pokemon, incredible.
Is there any details around it, like that it being a price or anything like that?
I think it's going to be 260 quid, but the ball opens up to like one of the battle scenes.
Yeah, it's quite expensive, isn't it? The set.
Yeah.
Right,
I think it's about 2,500-3,000 pieces.
Sorry, Nemo, could you send that on Instagram? It's not letting me download it. Sorry.
Yeah, one sec.
Yeah, no worries. No, I mean like. I don't even know what I'm looking at. I'm being real honest. I can just make out Ash. I don't know.
It's not even Ash, but
no, it's
no, it is. Is it not?
No, well, it's Red, who's like the protagonist from all the games, because Ash isn't in the games.
Yeah. I don't know any of these. See, I only know like
Ash is from the series, like the actual anime series.
That's all I know. Oh, and Professor Oak.
Well, Brock and Misty are in the games and the anime series as well, but Ash is I don't know why it's like that, but it just is. Ash is the protagonist, well, the main character in the anime series, the show, but then in the games, it's a character called Red. I think it's so that you can customize it yourself and change the name.
It's like Steve from Minecraft.
Yeah.
Like,
But yeah, this molded Eevee looks really cool as well.
That does look good, actually.
Like even the printing on the ears as well. It's just.
So, as you mentioned that, I watched that film the other day, Minecraft, and I enjoyed it. But halfway through, I was saying to myself, "What the fuck am I watching?"
Yeah, no, it's such a laugh though. Like it's like we went to the cinema whenever. Like I'm a Minecraft veteran of the game, but also the movie. But people were legitimately screaming. One of the local cinemas up by us near Cookstown, like they had to ban people from the cinema because people were throwing popcorn and drinks. Like
someone did that in America, didn't they?
Yeah, but they did that here too. They banned even our local ones. They actually were refusing to sell popcorn to teenagers. Free market.
What a waste of popcorn.
Yeah, it's expensive as well.
Yeah.
I didn't realize the Pikachu was actually supposed to be a mouse.
But she's a mouse?
Yeah, it's a mouse. And I can't find the name now, but Kirsty was talking to me about it yesterday, actually. But the other thing I found out is that somebody showed they looked at like it's not Google, but like word people looking up the word, how the people looking up the word Pokemon has inflated over the years, like whether it's through books or through literature and things like that. People looking up the word Pokemon through history, and it just goes like it's completely flat, and then it goes up. But then round about 1890 or something like that, there's a little bump, and all the Pokemon fans were like, why in 1890 were people researching Pokemon?
I don't know. Ask Whittakee.
Well, yeah, Whittakee should actually know more than the rest of us. I know he's not from Cornwall, but the word Pokemon comes from the Cornish to mean like wibbly wobbly. So people
it means Drago.
Yeah, basically it means like when you're a little bit like dizzy and ditzy. So apparently in like the 1890s, when they were trying to bring Cornish back like as a language because it was a dying language, lots of people started doing research on trying to learn it and try and reinstall it into Cornish communities. And one of the words in it was Pokemon. So it was just like, what the hell?
Oh my god!
Right, so here I've got some news for you. In the Electric Tale of Pikachu manga, Ash names his Pikachu Jean-Luc Pikachu or Jean-Luc.
Jean-Luc, that was there, yeah. Jean-Luc.
Yeah, this is widely discussed by fans. The name was a Star Trek gag and was quickly dropped as confirmed. In the main anime and official lore, there is no real name. The character is simply called Pikachu.
I told you, look, yous are fake fans. I knew it.
Yeah.
Pika. On to the next leak. Patrick Star is looking kind of ugly.
Oh, it's so sick he gets dual molded legs, but I just the head just looks weird.
I thought it's pretty awesome. I really liked it.
Yeah, let's bring Johnny back on. Should Patrick have had warts printing on his arms or dual molded legs? Or should he have had a movable head like the one from 2006?
But he is quite chubby, isn't he? I think I really like it.
Isn't he supposed to be a tongue or something? What's he supposed to be?
He's supposed to be a starfish.
He's a starfish.
What does he look? I think I've seen this character before.
That's what he looks like anyway.
He does. To be fair, yeah, he does look like what he does in.
Mate, he lives under a rock as well. Flat against the sand. It's really weird.
He's a really dumb, thick character, like.
But he's so fucking funny, like. But
this
is what the old one looked like.
I think the old one looks better.
Aye, but the thing.
That looks like Kodak. No, the new one's so much better than that.
He just looks like some spotty teenager.
Yeah, and he's
I prefer the head.
Traffic cone. It looks like he's put a traffic cone on his head and it's like molded it. No, that is so much better. Jesus.
He's got that.
I like where their eyes are together. They're like, duh. The pupils.
It's like this here, this gif here of him.
Slurpy, didn't you have this character as your thingy on?
It is. It's been my profile icon on Discord for
the shorts
10 years or whatever.
The shorts look pretty good on this as well.
Yeah,
they look sick.
You could use it for like a hot tub stormy, like as a kind of I don't know, stick a stormtrooper helmet on it or something like that. I don't know. I'm just kind of mixed. Like I just think it just looks like how did Lego make Patrick Star? Oh, we just stretched out a bit of plasticine from Wallace and Gromit. But the thing is,
I like this.
This is what I look like when I'm sunburned on the beach.
It's just like, I don't know. Look, I'll end up buying 200 copies, sell them on Whatnot or whatever. I don't know. Like,
I think
I'm shameless.
Have they shown one of SpongeBob yet, though?
Well,
not yet.
The guy's done the drawing. Did you get that? What I sent you, Slurpy?
Yeah.
It's funny that you mentioned that. It's funny you mentioned that earlier, about the bloke doing the drawings, yeah. And when he started first doing it, it was for the Shark Play X-Wing, wasn't it? And we all thought, because it was a drawing, it's not going to look like. No, it looked exactly like it.
Yeah. To be fair, the drawings are pretty good representations of it. What I love in this picture, and Slurpy, I don't know if you grew up with SpongeBob like I did.
What the fuck?
Do you remember Doodle Bob?
Yeah.
There's Doodle Bob in the background. And if they get a Doodle Bob minifigure, that's going to be so fucking funny.
They're going to do Gary the Snail.
That's him besides SpongeBob. But I want to know. They always let me get up the Lego Gary the Snail. They done him so dirty, like he looked horrible. Like
you'd like to think a set like this is going to have more than 4 figs.
See, I'm not being
that's
funny.
What Gary,
oh God, no.
That's what Gary used to look like.
Slurpy, do you know what they're going to do? And I haven't got to that point yet where I've got it there. But there's like in my set that I'm building now, the Barati, it's got like a Snell phone, and I reckon they use that because it looks much better. Yeah, it's something like a molded.
Yeah, that don't look like a fig there. That looks like it's brick built still.
Yeah,
I would say there's probably maybe some sort of mold. I'm going to be honest. I criticize Patrick like top 5 character in all of history. He's right underneath Muhammad, Napoleon, Jesus, and George Lucas.
He's on Mount Rushmore, isn't he? He's on the Mount Rushmore.
But I don't give a fuck how this. Like, Day one, not day one, but this will be a setup. Because I missed out on the original wave because they were actually quite like when I was growing up, like they had like a very limited release. I found, and then
this is making my fucking eyes hurt. That looks like I'm looking at fucking my fridge. Fucking random kids.
It's just like I like a 4-year-old drawing that's like, yeah, this is great, ass. You know, you can't wait for the magnet to demagnetize and just.
I'm really looking forward to seeing this set revealed. This will be a teaser as well. Like this one will be like, yeah, this will be hard not to want to buy.
This is one I think these leakers are putting the pictures through AI and asking it to
he's doing on
very well,
which probably takes more time. But the time it took me to do this on the Etch a Sketch, just see it set be out and retire.
I think they drew it on a leaf.
When it's
one of Whittakee's cave drawings.
On a back
of a fag packet.
So I was on about Gary earlier. I was just going to show you this, see if you can see it. See in there? That Snell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be honest.
I don't think they'll do that for him.
Yeah, it looks more than that in that picture.
I mean, it's not great. It's better than than the one that you just showed.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. But I'd say they'll probably do they'll probably do like what they did with Pikachu. They'll probably just mold him and then maybe have a stud or something like that. Maybe they'll probably do the dish.
Look how accurate that Patrick is on the picture to what the figure we saw was. So it stands to reason the rest are going to be pretty accurate to that picture.
Yeah. But do we think SpongeBob will look like this?
I just don't like his arms. He just looks too fat, doesn't he?
If he was red, he'd be Mr. Strong. Now you lot wouldn't know what I mean by that, but
yeah, I know Mr. Strong.
Okay, his face. Like the thing I loved about this SpongeBob though was like they made so many of these pieces that like this is he's going to bust face, and it's so fucking funny. Like, but like,
yeah, I think they need to make like a molded creature crack, but trying to attach it to because he's got skinny little weedy legs, haven't he? So the legs don't really work either.
I don't think the legs as off-putting as the arms. He sort of needs like battle droid, like sort of fitness arms.
I know they would do it. They should do the whole his whole head and because the torso is his head, isn't it?
I think
they should do it with that soft rubber that they use. That'd be great.
Yeah.
I have a funny feeling they're going to do it like you guys might kill me for this. I think they're going to do it like the Lego Minions. Like, let me see if I can get it up here. So
I mean, again, the picture is probably going to be the most accurate if Patrick's anything to go by, but. Honestly, for me, what makes SpongeBob is the fact that he's got those weedy little skinny streak of shit legs, and they just don't look right on a figure. But you were right; the arms.
I agree. I think they'll probably. I think they might do something like this.
Yeah.
Like you know how the legs on these minions don't move. By the way, like I love these figures.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
I could see them doing something like that, but it obviously we'll have to wait and see. I can't really tell from this image.
Minions is a perfect example of where Minions bought the Minions license off another company that was doing bricks with Minions in, and they actually looked worse because my daughter had the off-brand Minions before Lego took the license over, and they actually look better than the Lego ones.
But see, Lego's so restricted.
It's weird. It's just like popping.
Lego's kind of restrictive when you think about it. Like if you compare them to Mega Bloks and like other competitors, like they'll change the DNA of their own minifigures, you know. Lego seems to be obviously they'll do molds and stuff, but it's like
look at that SpongeBob. They're trying to fit it into the system by having the legs and the arms, and it just doesn't work. Or either that SpongeBob headpiece needed to be like
what was that?
What was that?
We should get Johnny on to. We should have got him to do it. Give me something. What does SpongeBob say?
Either your floorboards need some WD-40, or you've just squeaked out a little body cough.
Don't put WD-40 on wood.
Anyway,
right.
let's get to another couple of leaks. Lord Farquaad himself.
Yeah,
That's
nice.
sick.
I like this.
Yeah,
Me
I show my age now. I must feel like Whittakee because all this stuff came out like when I was like too old to watch this shite. So
Oh, I still
What the
watch
fuck?
Shrek,
What are you
Shrek's
watching?
fucking
Shit.
timeless, mate.
Yeah, but I had kids.
Shrek
then,
1
so
and 2
great.
are fire.
yeah,
They
so
are.
this is,
They are
this is
good
when I
movies.
was like at my age where I was like out and I was drinking and I wasn't interested in kids and
Farquaad.
cartoons and stuff. So same with
Kids'
Pokemon,
movies.
same with Minions, same with what was the last thing? SpongeBob. So I don't really know anything about
The thing
any
is,
of this.
with
No.
what you just said, Martin, with SpongeBob, with Pokemon, with this was when my kid was growing up. So obviously,
Yeah.
that's how I, so that's
Yeah,
how
and
I,
it's the same with me. Like I'm quite connected with a lot of the kind of Disney from the kind of
yeah,
20 teens because that was when I was a kid. So I got back in touch with a lot of stuff then. But anything in between then and me being a child is just like whatever.
Nimble. Do you ever remember watching Roly Poly Oly?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Love watching that with Connor.
Okay, no.
That was
Anyway.
fever dream. But Lord Farquaad, I like him. Shrek on the other hand. Ooh. However, I think this is for the collectible minifigure series, so I don't think they're going to use the big fig leaked mold body for him.
It's a shame
Because
because the torso print is actually incredible, and I'm
Yeah.
going to want a shit ton of these because it's really good, like medieval peasant parts. Obviously not the head and the hands, but
you can use. That's the thing. Yeah, you can at least use that because
for the CMF one, they should have done a big Knight's hat for him as well, like a big.
Yeah. Or they do the Prince Charming version of him.
what the
oh yeah,
Pretty Shrek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a picture going round, floating around this week. Someone found like one of the fans at the World Cup, and they look like handsome Shrek. I'm gonna try and.
See, I love the bit with the cat when they try and get, and he's got like catnip, and he's like, "That's not mine." Puss in Boots stole it, I reckon, on the second film. Just It was again?
But that's
and Banderas, somebody, Antonio Banderas. Yeah, he played it brilliant.
Yeah. Papa X, the head print is trash. I think they should have went with this kind of like iconic smile.
Shall I send you this photo on? Because it's fucking funny.
Wait. Go back to that list.
Instagram or WhatsApp.
Go back to the list because I've just
go
put
back
it on.
To the list. There was something really interesting about halfway down.
Right.
Red Dragon.
Dragon. The dragon, that's red, isn't it? Smoke. This is in the CMS.
Drago fire!
It's supposed to come with Donkey as well, isn't it? I mean, bloody hell! I thought Donkey would be on his own.
So we're going to do Dragon. We're going to do Dragon as a minifig.
Slurpy, look at what I've just sent you on Insta. It's fucking brilliant. One of the Portugal fans.
He is mogginly.
Yeah.
If he shaved that tash off. No, actually, do you know what he looks like? He looks like, the Mexican guy from the Minions movie? You know, the Mexican bad guy? He looks like that.
Oh my god.
I've never seen the Minions movie, so.
How have you not seen the Minions? Yeah. They're our Star Wars.
I like the other one. I like whatever it's called.
I did watch them. I just wasn't watching it.
I see the Minions in the other films, but not Minions solo films now.
Do you still make Lego Minions?
No.
Don't think so.
It was shy.
Wow.
Well, they did some with Drew's house, didn't they? Not that long ago. Because they did a big round one, and they did one with long arms and stuff.
Oh yeah.
What's the other? The Star Wars list. Should we go for? Fuck it. We'll do this main one here. I'm guessing this is. If
Wait,
there's any lists going around.
I just realized, Whittakee, you sent me a message at 7:00 to say he's in the green room.
Yeah.
Why was he there an hour early?
I was trying to ring you as well. I was panicking a bit. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Oh, that's weird.
So is this for next year?
Yeah, this set sounds right up my street. To be fair,
the vignette. Yeah, how's that going to be though?
It'd be like three small little scenes connected to each other.
Right, it's a bit like a diorama then.
basically like a diorama, but with like sectioned off into 3.
Yeah, so a little bit like, obviously it's going to be a lot smaller, but a bit like the temple of the temple. What was it called? The Indiana Jones one, where you had like 3
Temple
different.
Sort of, yeah, sort of. But yeah, I think we get a.
But
obviously, we get the loot.
No,
we get the Luke, Leia, and Darth Vader. Not desirable at all, but to get that concept art C-3PO is going to be fucking sweet.
But still, I can't see.
Wait a minute, what?
That's going to be more than that.
No,
Luke, Leia, Darth Vader, and look, if Darth Vader had his if it was a concept art Darth Vader where his helmet's just.
But they are doing that in another set.
Well, the next slide that Slurpy's got shows the sets that the concept art figures are coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pissed about this.
Which means you have to buy them to get the figures. It's a bit of a piss thing.
We get Luke Starkiller in the Y-Wing. That's going to be fucking mint.
Well,
I can't wait to see the Y-Wing.
But look, you have to buy the buildable Luke Skywalker for the Darth Vader. Look.
Yeah, that's
why you can buy the figures.
It's like buying the droids, wasn't it, last year or whenever it was 2 years ago to get Leia.
Look, guys, people complain, but people buy.
Yeah,
that's all I say.
I'm going to be buying the old lot.
Yeah, I was going to say the only disappointing one for me is that buildable Luke Skywalker, because the others I don't mind. I don't want, but I don't mind having another version of. But I don't want a buildable fucking Luke.
No, do we think buildable Luke Skywalker is going to look like Boba Fett or like the minifigure?
No, it's an upscale minifig.
Yeah, I think it's going to look in this X-Wing thing, in it.
It's going to be
looking forward to that.
Even though they've done a pretty decent job with the Boba Fett, I still don't think they're ready to do like human faces.
No, I don't.
No, but Nimble reckons I think you're right. I think it's upscaled minifigure, and I'm looking forward for that.
If the rumor is true though about the Mustafar Jawl as well being a diorama, I'm very up for that. Because I want them to bring back dioramas.
There should be a diorama.
I'm hoping that, but it's like they said it's about $40. Like, yeah, that's gonna be. But it's probably going to go
small.
So what's a vignette then? Go back to the other one. Why?
Vignette means like sort of imagine Aunt Beru, like Lars' family homestead. That is classed as sort of like what a vignette is.
See, I always thought a vignette was like stages, like one for each movie type thing, smaller ones.
Well, yeah, that's basically what it's going to. Yeah,
that's what it is, isn't it? It's just like one small little scene that just holds one minifigure. Is what this vignette's going to be. So it's going to be the 3 scenes in one.
Yeah. What was it? It was Endor, Hoth, and I can't remember what the other one was.
Tatooine.
Tatooine. There you
go.
I'm really fucking looking forward to all of these. I'm
looking for the vignette.
I just hope we get fucking Chewie. We've got to get the concept art Chewie.
I mean, to me, that's like I'm going to say it's a double bubble for me for the Mustafar. If it comes in, if it is also a diorama and comes with Han Solo, double bubble for me.
Han Solo with a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Well, he ain't going to.
It'd be cool if they did.
I'm surprised he didn't do I'm surprised he didn't do the concept art before that, because they actually originally he was looked more like what Chewie does. They made him look like an alien.
The green alien, wasn't it?
Yeah,
fucking looking like a squid. Squidward.
No,
I mean I'm looking forward to seeing these. I'm really. I think we probably went through the rumored list. I don't know if there's been an updated one, but it is going to be quite OT heavy, which I'm happy for.
They're going to go OT heavy all year, aren't they?
I'm quite happy with that, but
in the 50th anniversary,
yeah. But it's I mean, obviously it's the 50th anniversary of Star Wars, but it's actually the 50th anniversary of The New Hope. So, which back in my day was just called Star Wars. But that concept out of R2D2, that's definitely looked at, and it's like that's where Chopper came from, I reckon.
Well, they've already said that, haven't they? They got this inspiration for Rebels.
Oh, did you? Sorry, I didn't.
The guy with the cape is supposed to be like Kanan, and then the guy that's Chewie is supposed to be like Zeb.
Yeah. So, right. I see what you mean. Yeah.
Sorry, Liam was asking, what about our double bubble at the Rennie, Whittakee? What the fuck? You're double bubbling without us?
I must have been asleep.
That's the best way to double bubble.
Yeah,
Well,
and obviously,
too bad.
you know, obviously it must be because I didn't feel it.
Yeah. No, I think he just lowered both of his balls into your mouth when you were snoring. Oh, I found a video. Found a video on my phone the other day of me recording. I think you can hear Slurpy giggling, because Whittakee swears he didn't snore, and I was recording Whittakee snoring and murmuring in his sleep. I found it on my phone.
I don't. I mean, Liam was saying this. Liam was saying this. I don't really snore, but I do. And I won't go much into detail, but I do scream.
What?
No, you don't. What?
Just like
I'll tell you afterwards. Right? I'm not going to put it on live.
I don't know if I want to hear that, but thanks.
Yeah, it's a bit personal, but yeah.
No, like I'm looking forward to this. I don't know if there's any other kind of rumors or gossip in regards to next year. I mean, just gonna wait. I know Georgie Lucas is finally being a minifigure, which is I'm looking forward to that about fucking time.
So this vignette thing, is this what was going to be the icons of Star Wars? I'm assuming. Set.
They haven't made that clear whether it is or not.
Okay. You also got the little mini posters coming out. Oh yeah, I forgot to say the other day. Where is it? Slurpy, you're like this. I forgot. Just going back. A couple of things I forgot to show. That Duplo brick with.
Yeah, that's fire. Is it a Legoland one?
Let's see.
Oh, what the fuck? Cool. Where'd you get that from?
And it says at the back.
Where'd you get that from?
I got it off a Coop.
That's really cool.
You bought it off him?
I'm surprised.
Yeah, he was selling them. But I forgot to show you last week as well. Unfortunately, they ran out of frames, so I couldn't buy the frames. But I got these, and I just got the free main. Where's the other? So we've got. We've got.
Oh, that's cool.
He's putting that up. Can't see it when you do right.
So that is cool. That's really cool, yeah.
Then you've got the Empire Strikes Back one. So they're windows, basically.
Nice.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah, and then you've got
Fire.
Where's the Last Jedi one?
I didn't buy those, mate. They were you could buy them. I just bought the free, OTs.
How much were they a piece?
Where'd you buy them from?
I think there was something like $5.
That's really good.
Maybe, or maybe not. And I know the frames were only $1, but they ran out, so it was like, oh, that's a shame. But you can pick up the frames somewhere, can't you? Yeah, that's it.
They're probably just They're probably just door frames. They're your standard
brick. 4x5.
Yeah,
that's what they are.
Brick Warriors, yeah.
Yeah.
They do some really cool shit.
So yeah, I forgot those two things when I was showing so much the other week. I'm just it was just overwhelming. And I forgot. So there you go. Oh.
What the hell? Like the street folks.
Hell?
Wait.
Ooh.
Oh man, I don't know. What a crash of an episode! You go from the first half being an absolute ice cold bonanza, and the rest is just Stephen Penn's shit.
Melted shit,
just back to normal.
I mean, I'm waiting for some more leaks as well for a set coming out, and sorry about this, Martin, because I know you don't like but the bridge of the Enterprise, I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Get it!
Yeah, get out.
Get out.
I forgot to throw the ice cube guy up as well in the corner while we had Johnny on.
Oh,
I just remember that. So, one last thing I'll say for the members out there watching is, we've only got loyalty badges. Hey. Speaking of which, we've only got loyalty badges for when you join and for 1 month. We've got nothing beyond that. So what we're going to have to do is, I think I'm going to try and get all the images together. We'll get some people to pick the ones they like, and then we'll get members to poll what what they want to see as the next kind of couple. And then also, I've got another clip from Slurpy's long-awaited upcoming Star Wars-based stop-motion animation. It's not a Blockhead one. So we've got another clip for members. That will be for top-tier members. So Cool Hand Heroes only. So if you want to upgrade to Cool Hand Hero, go and do it. You'll get a chance to watch that clip as well as some other goodies. So,
Liam, as a member of the month, mate, what do you want? What do you want to see? Let me know. Whittakee, what do you want to see? Ooh,
quack quack.
Quack 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 quack.
No, I think
quack yourself.
I think Whittakee wants to see.
My God, I'm quacking it.
It's noon in Britain right now. It's noon in Britain. Get up, man. What are you doing? Wait, it's fucking 3 a.m. in Australia, bro. Wake up. Why are you in the costume? I'm just waiting.
There's my sexy man.
What I don't know is why is the whole room on one big slope?
Is that sexy man?
And also, Whittakee, the first thing I noticed is, there's Muggsy. What is up, Muggsy lad?
Hey, Muggsy.
Hope the hockey went
first thing you noticed what's the first thing you noticed?
Thing I noticed was you looked under the sheets.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I was
Wet
checking.
dream.
I was checking. I had shorts on because I was worried that we are going to whip my thing off.
Yeah, no, you were worried they weren't going to finish, if you know what I mean. Like,
anyway, I thought I might have had a right. So Liam,
he was peeling the sheet off him.
What am I going to pick?
It's
Liam,
getting hot in here.
Both rooms, though, they look completely different to the ones we stayed in. I don't remember.
They were basically the same, but they were the opposite side, so they weren't much different. All right. This one's for Liam then. Here you go. Quack super chat, quack super chat, quack super chat, quack super chat, quack super chat.
Oi, mateys. Thank you for your super chat. And have a bottle of rum on me. Hoorah!
Quack.
It does still sound like he said crap super chat.
I'll tell you what, I'm glad no one asked that. I'm glad no one
I
asked
like how he
that.
roars as like a dinosaur instead of saying like a pirate.
Can I show you guys this?
I'm glad nobody asked for that one though when Jonny was in. But he liked my Zeus, didn't he?
Whittakee, if you can record some more with the camera being static, I can edit them up. That's all I'll say. The camera needs to be.
I can't. I'm holding it with my hand.
Do what I do and just set it up against like a glass.
All right, I'll try.
But don't whip anything out. Anyway, Blockhead now finally has a new suit. Look at that.
Oh, that's sick.
Hold on.
Is that not like kind of freaky?
Oh, mate, I want one.
What is that?
Like, look at that.
What is that?
You know, I don't know. It's just.
Is it a custom?
No, this is like Lego make these for like flashlights.
Oh,
I see. Oh,
right. Yeah, that does look creepy.
I
didn't realize you take the head off them.
Flashlight. Oh, I already used it. It's a bit stinky, but it works pretty well.
The body suits the head. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's weird that I can't look at him.
Mate, you got to make something out of that.
That's the next one there. Like, look at that.
Mate, that Stormtrooper looks like he's got eyes nearly on the side of his head.
I know he is, but he's going to get fucking. You know what I mean? Like that's going to happen if you don't.
Oh
my God! We got Blockhead flashlight before GTA 6. Damn, we always had Blockhead flashlight before GTA 6. Long-time members of the show will remember the moaning and groaning.
Put a poll in the chat. What do you want us to drop next for merch? A Bricktastic mug or Blockhead flashlight?
True to scale.
I'm actually feeling quite good about myself that our merch game is better for this channel. My merch game is better than fucking Bricktastics.
Yes.
I mean, that's that. I mean, Cool Hand. That the.
Go on.
The bar for Bricktastic merch is so low, it's like subterranean. Like, there is no merch. Like,
It's like on a par with your soapbox.
Aye. You could make a fucking leaflet for a eulogy and you've already made more merch. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm probably
That's what
going
we
to
should get next year. We should get Bricktastic t-shirts with that soapbox on it.
I was going to say I'm probably going to get off in about 5 minutes. I got to get up early. Before I get
I'm
off,
going to as well.
I do want to say, actually, I know we take the piss and that a lot of stuff, but I do want to say thank you so much to Nimble for sorting that out. Mate, just honestly, round of applause to you, mate.
No, Nimble, you've done it now.
Fair play, lads. Thank you very much.
You're now the main co-host. You've
got to get the oh no, I wouldn't go that far. But I think
I don't want that.
You've got to top that now, though, haven't you? I mean, you know.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
I mean, don't shoot, don't score.
I want you to get Grogu on.
I mean, like when you think about like we have someone from Star Wars on it. Like that's it. There's no. We have to keep getting Star Wars actors. That's it. Fuck the Lego community. You know what I mean? Like.
He's trying to get rid of me already. Blimey.
He's already trying to find you a replacement.
I'm heading off as well because I've got England are playing at 1 and I want to try and get a couple hours in before.
No, I just want to go sleep.
No, I appreciate you, Nimble. You did a good job there, mate. Fair play. So, yeah, raise the bar now for these two. Gotta line someone up, someone good up.
I'll get
it was a good crack. And yeah, pretty
such a real down to earth bloke though as well. It was really nice.
Yeah, he was dead on.
Blur, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah, this is like a new Batman figure. I didn't even want to talk about that. Sorry.
No, I saw it though. It looks quite good actually. It does look like Christian Bale's Batman.
I mean, this is Michael Keaton's one, but
that's more like Keaton's Batman because he can't turn his head.
Batman Begins.
No, that's Keaton Batman.
No, that's Batman Begins. I'm telling you now.
Well, he can't because he can't turn his head.
No.
Because I've seen the leak. It comes out.
It says Batman. It's Batman Returns, not Batman Begins. The leak says Batman Returns.
No, it's Batman Begins.
Whittakee, look at this.
If it's supposed to be Batman Begins, then it's terrible.
Right, go and watch Brick Clicker.
That's the set there.
Yeah, you got that wrong. Go and watch Brick Clicker.
Yeah, but in fairness, when you look at it, it doesn't look anything like the one from because the suit is completely wrong, and the symbol is wrong on his chest.
Angie, the only people losing are the Mexicans.
Aye.
Is that how you're playing? I thought you were playing
against England lose. Well, I mean, it's
coming home, and the Mexicans are going home.
Oh, I've got to say, no, I can't say that. I was going to say something that somebody said to me the other day, but it might come across as a bit racist, so I won't.
On that note, guys.
Yeah, and mate, it's been great, chaps. Really good. I'm going to shoot off, but thanks for tonight. Really enjoyed it.
It's good track.
Chat,
lads.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys. Ta.
Bye, Dimbo. Right.
Bye.
Love you all. Take care. Ta-da. Thank you for that.
Mugsy, Mexico. The Mexicans are home. Yeah. Look, guys. Here, any English people in the chat, just go to bed. That's all we're saying. Like, England are pure shit. They're like. Oh, thank you, Motley, for calling in. That's a great stream.
Nobody wants to join the panel anyway, so may as well call her an early night. I'll get a couple of hours now and get up to watch the fucking England game. I'd rather eat my own shit.
No, like I was going to say to the lads, it's true. Whenever England lose at a World Cup or Euros, we get the day off work. Whenever Scotland lose, we get 2 days off. Thank you, Steve Clark. So I'll find out tomorrow morning if I'm in at work or not. So we'll see. I'll wake up and the boss will be like, England are right, folks.
We'll get shit.
No, man. It's just the way it goes. Like, Paddy is already in bed. She's ready for sleeping. Like, she does not. I hope you're not watching that England game because it's just heartbreak. Like, it's just. Oh man.
Well, in fairness, she's English, so I got no thing with the English watching it. But the amount of people who come into my daily streams and been like, I can't even remember. Somebody said something the other night, and they were like, "Hope you're ready to lose the World Cup." And I was like, "We lost before we even got in it."
They were like, "Good luck to Wales and Ireland in the World Cup games tonight." Oh wait, bullshit! I know we're shit, and we know we are. We accept that we're shit. We know we stink so much, but we still support our boys. Like, it's the same like with the English. You know what I mean? Like,
to be fair, if Wales were in it, I wouldn't be watching them either. I couldn't give a shit about football. So
no, you gotta.
I mean, they did get into the Euros a couple of years back, and they did quite well. They got into like semi-finals, which I was surprised at, but couldn't keep it up with on a world stage. But I didn't watch that even, to be honest. So, but there you go. It is what it is. Should we just call it a night then?
Paddy says I'd rather stick toothpicks under my nails. Shay, Muggsy, just wait until 2030. Yeah.
Is that what that says?
Yeah, Ireland. That's the next World Cup in Portugal. Hopefully by then the FAA may not be as corrupt, but anyway, I'm ready to call tonight. I know we did start later, and it is a shorter episode, but it's a good one. Really good. So the audience.
I was like, I'm going to check out, see if I've had a load of new subscribers since we had a big name on the show. No, lost 2. How the fuck does that happen? Like,
No.
Well, I put together a short for it, and it took me ages to do. And by the time I finished it and banged it out, the show was practically started. So I was like, fuck it. And then I realized when I posted on Instagram, fucking half of the fucking images that I used got deleted off it. So it was all fucking blank. And of course, you can't go back and edit it then once you fucking posted it. So, fuck's sake, what a waste of fucking time now. It took me about 2 hours to do that. But I don't know. Look, it's just got, see, you got all these fucking circles. Well, those are supposed to be images there. I don't know what the fuck happened to them. So I don't know. It's got like, decent amount of views. I guess.
We are haters, no, but we hate England. Like, they're better than. I mean, like, football's not. To be fair, football isn't. I think it's barely a top 5 sport, like, in Ireland. But we're terrible at it. Like, peaked in the 90s, number 6 in the world at one stage. But that's a long time ago.
Have you watched that documentary about Roy Keane?
Jack Charlton?
Yeah, with what's his name playing Steve Coogan. Is it Steve Coogan? Yeah.
Oh, you're on about, is it Saipan? With Roy Keane
steps away. Yeah,
that's actually the. I'm a fan of Roy Keane. That was the biggest. They should never have kicked him out. Best player for Ireland. They
didn't kick him out. He fucking walked out, didn't he?
He was sent home by Mick McCarthy, the manager at the time, because he was upset about
if you're going to be managing a team, then I am playing in it.
I mean, he was upset that Ireland's training conditions were really bad for that World Cup, and he just thought, and he didn't like the fact that the management were getting better treatment, and he was bad mouthing to the press. I was only a kid at the time, and it's just all looking back, but I think he's on the right. But
I remember because they played the opening game of that World Cup as well, didn't they? Against, I remember that. I remember that.
South Korea, wasn't it?
I'm sure they played the opening game. What was that? Was that the last time Scotland was in it? I think I might be thinking of.
No, Scotland haven't been in it since like 1996 or 1998. Sorry, I can't.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of though. That was when it was, wasn't it? Anyway, but yeah, so I remember that because because he was wasn't he pissed? Well, in the documentary shows that he was pissed off as well because Mick McCarthy he's Irish, but he's got an English accent, doesn't he?
That's
so
it.
He was like, you know, a real Irishman and all that shit. Like, so
it's a funny thing, like, because there's a joke that like a lot of Ireland's best players are English. I mean, it is like an overstatement, but like, I mean, this is sent decades ago, but it used to be to play for your country, you had to be born there. But this goes for every country now. It's like the granny rule. So if your like grandparents came from that country, you can play for them. You're eligible. Ireland's not the exception. There's been English players. There's people that have played for England that weren't born in England. You know, the team in the 90s for Ireland, half of them were English and half of them were born in Ireland. But it's like, you know, that thing like, yeah, your granny's Irish or whatever. If you down the road, you can play for England. 9 times out of 10, it's because they weren't good enough for England. Like, but, oh well. I might head to sleep. I need to get up to watch the England match. I want to see them lose. Nah, I don't know. They'll...
Yeah, let's go tonight, entry.
Hell yeah. Chad, thank you all so much for tuning in. Nimble, thank you for becoming a member for 1 month. Ireland Wheels forever in our shadows tonight. Ta-ra. Oh man, that shadow ain't big enough, you know what I mean? Like, we're a couple of fat bastards over here, you know? No.
Yeah.
No, thanks everyone. It was a great episode, and if anyone's catching it now towards the tail end, please replay it because it was a really, really good one. Don't know how we're gonna live up to that. Like, let's be honest, we're supposed to get M&R on next. Like, he's on in Star Wars, you know?
Yeah, well, I tagged him in the post just to see if it might bring him out of the woodwork, but nah.
Like, what about George Lucas? He wasn't even in Star Wars. Yeah, he made it, but he wasn't. Actually, he wasn't it. I'm wrong.
Yeah, he was.
Fake fan.
Attack of the Clones.
Revenge of the Sith. The
One Talk Livecast. Welcome.
What's up? How are you?
If you're new here, go and like the stream and don't forget to subscribe as well if you haven't already. I appreciate you.
And please replay to listen to Jonny Coyne's interview. It was fascinating hearing his kind of behind the scenes.
I just thought it was crazy how like he plays a character, you know, he's gone to play such a big character in a new Star Wars movie, like a huge thing. And the name they used was based on his real name. I didn't even notice until I started writing, and it was like Jonny Coyne, Janu Coyne. And I was like, what the that's crazy.
I would say that has to be his most... What's up, Hive? How are you? That has to be his biggest film role, because I've seen him in stuff where he's been like maybe more supporting roles, you know, kind of character roles. But
yeah, like I said, he was in Gangster Squad, which I really enjoyed that film. He played like the assassin kind of, but he generally is like a kind of henchman. But I can see him playing like a Bond villain or something like that. Or like I said, I'm surprised I didn't see him in like Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon, because that brings out a lot. If you look at like Game of Thrones, like all, you know, near enough every British actor appeared in, you know, in that series at some point. So. But or even like what do you call it? Any of the Hobbit or the Lord of the Rings movies, like. So, but yeah, no, he's quite versatile. I think he's quite a versatile actor when you think about it. But yeah, the fact that he's been in such big shows and TV shows and things like that, and then you know coming on our freaking.
I know what the fuck, like.
Show, but he seemed like he got stuck in, so.
Yeah. No, it's very, very open and very, very responsive to our questions, even if some of them were naff.
Yeah, you just dual molded legs or arm printing. And
come on, though, but he's on a Lego shoe. Like, you have to ask, like, you know.
He just completely fucking glazed over, like. So. I was like, yeah, I got an appointment in 5 minutes, guys.
It's like.
That's why I feel like that big though, because if I was him, I'd be pissed that, you know, whether you like Lego or not, this guy who just basically fucking runs away from the Mandalorian and has like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes of screen time where he's basically, you know, running away, gets a quite a cool looking minifig, and yet you get shit like so. But there you go. Anyway. Let's call it a night, shall we?
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking guess so. Right, good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you're tuning in now or if you watch this on replay, head back to the beginning of the show and watch. We had Jonny on. Jonny Coyne, a.k.a. Lord Janu, or Lord Janu Coyne from the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, and also he was in the Mandalorian as well. So go and check that out. We did some interviewing, had a little chat with him, got to know him a little bit, and asked some questions from the chat and from ourselves. And he was really responsive. So go and check that out and enjoy. And we'll see you guys next week.